Hello everyone, this is Cody from the Rancor's Brothel. Are you looking for dice or accessories for your tabletop gaming? Look no further than Metallic Dice Games, a premium vendor of metallic and gemstone dice. Listeners of this podcast can receive 10% off any purchase anytime by using the promo code RBP10. So head on over to metallicdicegames.com for all your gaming needs. And don't forget to use the promo code RBP10 to save 10% on any purchase. Enjoy the show.
Warning, this podcast contains mature content, including scenes or descriptions of graphic violence, sexuality, and psychological trauma. Listener discretion is advised.
The Rancor's Brothel presents Impossible Landscapes. A Delta Green campaign by Dennis Detweiler. Welcome back to the show, buddy. I was thinking about it, and the reason why I'm opening the episode like this is because most of our listeners probably aren't going to recognize this voice, and I feel like it's probably good to acknowledge that ahead of time.
Yeah, well, sure.
I believe you were on like the third thing we ever released, which was the first thing I ever ran, and the second thing you were on, we never finished. So,
or no, he was on 3 total projects, one of which was never aired, as far as I know.
it's because it wasn't finished. The one that Jeff ran, right? The trail.
No,
No, that aired.
there was the one that got corrupted.
Did.
Right?
He has it, as far as I know.
Yeah.
He recorded it. There's a DG that we ran like 8 years ago that was on your badass computer at the time. I don't know if you still have that computer.
I do.
You recorded it.
Oh, right. I have it.
You shot Troy in the ass.
That's right.
I don't remember
yeah.
a lot of other things, but you
forgot.
shot Troy in the ass.
I forget if he deserved it.
So,
Probably. I mean, I don't remember either, really, but probably.
but yeah, so welcome back, Spencer. Welcome to the table.
Good to be back.
Lots of stuff going on in terms of that. We'll get there. Troy,
Hi.
where we left off, I'd like to throw out a mechanical thing because I f***ed up.
Surprise.
There was a sand roll that you made right at the end of the session that was supposed to be what I thought was like a 0-1. I realized after you made
had
it,
30 seconds.
it was actually a 1d4, which we rolled after the recording was already over.
Right.
So for the audience, it was a 1d4. Troy rolled a 4. He pushed 2 off on a bond, but hit his breaking point.
Correct.
So that's where we're at mechanically. In terms of narratively, for those of you who forgot, it's late into the evening at this point. You are in your motel in New York City. You have Polaroids, I believe, up all over the wall and are sorting through things. There was a phone call during which Reggie answered the phone, seemed to get a little frustrated, hung up the phone, picked up the 1999 car phone, called, had a brief conversation before it exploded all over the floor. There is a pile of dirt or sand and a small gold bug that fell out of the phone, which is about the point where you lost your shit. And scene.
See you next week.
You guys seeing this?
We're seeing it, right?
I presume we are.
Yes, the description of the sand running out of the phone or dirt falling out, and then the small gold bug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were working on the wall. You were working on the wall with us, right?
It was a very agitated phone call. Definitely the person on the hotel phone was screaming. So you heard sort of peanut style, if nothing else.
I don't remember what I was doing.
You were all working on the wall because you all had multiple polls. It's so great running week to week back. So you all had multiple clues that you could have found. You all found varying clues.
Yeah, I forgot. We put the pictures together to reconstruct it. Yeah, I remember now.
That right there, that'll you up. Eat it.
Don't eat it.
Dude, it's totally cool.
Remember when he had a seizure?
I'm not going to eat the bug,
I ate a bug.
obviously.
And you went with the one you went with, or did you change?
No, I'm going with that.
Okay, I'll let you do your thing. Please continue.
Troy got a disorder for those at home.
My character, too.
Troy's disorder is generally from being in his late 30s and being an American in 2021.
Yeah.
We all have that one.
Accurate.
I'm going to walk up and pick up the bug.
It looks like a medium-sized beetle, kind of squirming. Almost looks like it's been spray painted gold. It's a gold beetle.
So it
I'm gonna
looks
hold
similar
it.
to the beetle that we saw previously.
I don't know that any of you have ever seen a gold beetle.
They saw a squished beetle, but I don't know that it would have been gold.
I think you were told about a gold beetle.
I thought we saw some.
I
You
never
had something with
presented
you.
the beetle. I had it in my pocket and I got squished. So if you would have saw it, you would have saw it in pieces.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know that you've ever seen a gold beetle, so you
I
wouldn't
didn't see it at
necessarily
all.
know.
I also don't remember them being gold before.
They were gold.
Yeah.
Were they?
Mm.
Oh,
For some
yeah.
reason, I thought they were like azure or something.
No, they were gold.
No. So I mean, he did just say, "Eat that, it'll you up." So you have a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be a fun trip.
I'm gonna hold it just in my palm. Is it like trying to scuttle away? What is it doing in my palm?
So did you ever do that science experiment in college where you had to anesthetize flies?
No.
Okay, that was a 101 thing. I didn't know if you took that same class that I did or
No.
not. You had to anesthetize flies or something and sex them, or I don't remember what it was. But essentially,
Sounds hot.
it's super hot. When you basically you fan something over them to keep them from flying away, as flies do. It's kind of like that. It's almost as if the bug has been anesthetized or similarly drugged. It's moving. You can tell it's alive, but it's not like going to fly away anytime soon. It's either very passive or knocked out or something. It's alive, but not.
There was a small tin, I believe, that we found in room 616 that had children's teeth in it. Correct?
That sounds about right.
All right. I'm gonna.
You have the moleskin. I can look, but I'm pretty sure that's correct.
I'm gonna dig that out, pop it open, put it in there, close it, and then put it in my pocket.
You have a gold beetle
Should probably poke some holes in that. You're going to kill the bug.
in a tin.
I don't
full
think that's going to be an issue. It lived in a
I think-
phone in dirt.
Well, I mean, if he says that he squished a bug,
That's why I put it in a metal case.
right? I understand
Still
that.
has to breathe.
It still has to breathe. It probably could breathe through that phone. Poke some holes in it.
We're
Holes in
really
the
now
phone.
like going to
Poke
worry about the
some holes in it.
physics and
Holes in the
biology of
phone.
these
Well,
things.
the receiver can breathe through the holes in the phone.
Flynn, roll sand.
Why? Because these idiots are talking?
Yes.
Damn it. Fail.
We'll call it 1.
Okay. So I have a disorder as well. And is it just specific?
Ours was. I looked it up last time. You and I have the same one. It's triggered specifically by stress. So whatever that's defined by us or him.
Okay.
So I will leave you guys a little bit to play with your stressors unless I particularly throw it in
We
there.
should have triggered it when we were running from the cops.
Yeah.
Like,
But we didn't look at it before then.
not necessarily. The sand roll's almost for Flynn rather than for Gideon. Like the absurdity of the conversation of the phone from 1999 that does not exist, that calls a hotel room that's inside a wall where one of your friends drowned, contains a beetle that he ate in a dream world. And you've all kind of realized that you just put that in a tin all at once. That's what the sand roll is for.
I mean, did we actually see where the beetle came from? I don't think
Came
I
out
have
of the
yet.
phone when the phone crumbled.
No, like our characters in game physically see where it came from because all Franky's seen was a pile of dirt and a beetle there.
That's true. It would have been just you.
Well, I assume you would have reacted
He is
somehow when
holding-
the phone starts to crumble and turn to dirt.
He is holding like 2/3 of a phone. The other third of the phone is probably laying on the ground.
Yeah, no, I
So
understand
my
that.
guess
but
is we probably turned around. He's like, what the f? And then it crumbles and now we see a beetle.
Franky personally is not going to make that connection. He just thinks it's a dirty ass motel room.
We get room service in
wrong.
here.
It's not wrong.
The phones have gotten
Dirt. The phone's up 50. The room's up 56th Street. Ain't this dirty?
What happened to the phone?
You were using it, man. What'd you do?
I was.
Maybe you should just hang it up.
I throw it at him. No, literally. I will throw it at
How
him.
long is the cord? Does it hit me?
It's the
It's
cordless
a cordless phone.
Yeah, it's
I hope your character says that. It's
I
on
don't
a
remember
cord.
I don't remember it being cordless. I apologize.
turns away, boom, right back to
dodge.
Yeah. Why not? Let's get it started.
Wait, it's 40 straight up, so that's a fail.
You get plunked in the face with a half of a plastic phone.
And dirt in your eye. Pocket sand. You're blinded.
I was using the phone. Was I call somebody?
Wait, that's what you just threw.
You mean the phone
I'd
you just
assume.
threw at my head? Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, you were talking on the hotel phone, and then you seemed really bothered, and so you made a call.
who did I call?
You called the voice.
616.
On the hotel phone. Did I call somebody?
I mean, I have notes from that conversation. What did we actually get? Did we hear someone shouting? Were we making
You
it
would
out?
definitely hear someone shouting on the other end. That person was terrified for their lives. Roll something appropriate. I don't know. Make a good die roll.
I did not.
You did not. So generally, what you got was screaming.
These dice are fired.
No, he was answering like as if someone was in trouble and he was trying to get information out of him.
Yes, he was clearly stressed. He was trying to get information, but you probably didn't get the context of the call that you got between what we were physically saying. So essentially, in terms of what you've seen him, he answered a phone that you're not sure why was ringing, had an aggravated phone call. Probably you got more information from the call he had, the second call he had where he called star 616. And he was asking about a few things.
Seemed like a pretty intense call. You really don't remember who was on the line?
No, I have no idea what just happened.
Do you know what day it is?
It's like the 10th or something, right? 11th?
14th.
That's more Troy.
That's Troy's disorder.
Troy, that's Troy's lack of notes and comprehension of time in an RPG. I actually thought he was pretty close with the 11th.
Lucas legit missed a meeting on a Wednesday because he woke up, got out of bed and said, "Thank God it's Thursday," and didn't go to my 9 o'clock meeting. And then like at 1 o'clock, I would go, "Oh God, it's Wednesday."
I, as an Franky, am just going to turn around and go back looking at the pictures of the wall.
Nothing to see here.
Neat.
I mean, technically, I don't think he even knew you guys had that phone either. I don't know if he's seen you guys use it yet. I mean, he may know of a phone, but
We haven't used that phone in a while.
No.
technically he didn't see the phone. He'd seen sand and a beetle and plastic pieces in your hand. So just going to keep trying to piece together the wall.
You're looking at the wall. That leaves the two of you.
Maybe you should get some sleep.
Yeah, it's getting late. We've been all over this city.
Especially the sex museum.
I took hours.
It was very boring.
You wanted to see pictures. I showed you pictures.
Yes, yeah, and it definitely did not meet expectations.
Sexy cubes.
I wonder if our listeners have the same reaction.
Consummately disappointed in everything they listen to.
Oh,
Yes.
but they still come back. I thought you was talking about the sex museum. I was like, well, we probably described it poorly. We actually got to see the pictures.
They can Google it all they want.
Can't.
They're probably scared to now.
Spencer is Googling sex museum.
See, this is the Patreon content we could have if we had a Patreon. We could actually do like a voiceover tour of the sex museum that they can go to New York and listen to us narrate.
No. Yeah. We get
the exhibits.
That would be awesome. We don't actually do it well though. We just do it from like some sort of Google Earth slideshow thing.
Oh yeah, like the Google review pictures.
We're
out of order.
We're ad-libbing it. We're not gonna.
No. They're like,
this shit.
it looks like there's a weird bull having sex with a unicorn there, but just to the left is a painting that I can only partially see. Probably cubist. I don't know what that means, but it's got a lot of color, so I'm going to call it cubist. That's basically how it would go.
Cubes are the horniest shape.
Yeah, absolutely. Cubes are sexy. It's exactly why sports cars designed like cubes.
You know, that sleek aerodynamic sports car
Shape that is the
shape.
cube.
Anywho, Troy is losing his mind.
Correct.
Troy,
Correction.
Hold on. What's your
Lost.
character's name? I forget everything.
Reggie.
Okay, Reggie.
Adrian.
That's what I thought.
And another beer.
That'll help.
Yeah, I really think the action here is on Red Stripe Boy and you, Gideon.
Oh no, I'm telling them to take a nap. Go to sleep, man. It's late.
Yeah, it is late. Maybe we all need to just.
We caught the scary bug. It's fine.
Moleskin.
Yeah.
Is there a bit we need to elaborate on, or did you record
I was looking for some connection to that golden bug because I think
Aside from the woman who brought me there, whose name escapes Lucas,
Sounds about right.
Debbie, right?
Debbie Downer. I don't remember.
Deborah.
That sounds right.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Debbie does Dallas.
I believe she also spoke.
Same
All
one.
the
She-
above.
She knew the guy in the asylum who was like from old school program, I believe.
Leland?
Sounds accurate.
Is this someone you met at the...
Yeah, like she followed me because I went off course and started.
Oh, was this the
wandering.
lady you ate bugs with?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't there, so I don't know.
We tripped out.
Just-
Our characters tripped out, and I'm halfway sure we but I don't remember.
Yeah, that totally wasn't all in your mind.
And then I don't remember. I just passed out or had a seizure, and I don't recall why.
This is why I could take almost 30 some odd episodes, Spencer, and distill it into a 20-minute synopsis of what's going on.
Right.
You're also talking about episodes from like 5 months ago that I just don't remember.
I'm sure it has no bearing.
Not at all.
I was strapped to a table, so I don't remember.
A gold bug and a phone that you've literally had since episode 2.
I think the voice on the phone told one of us that there was a bug in the phone. I think one of us called saying, "How do we get to Hotel Broadalben?" And it said something about there being a bug in the phone. I think.
Flynn, would you like to make a sand roll?
No.
No,
It wasn't supposed to be a legit bug. We thought it was bugged.
Yeah, we thought it was bugged. Yeah.
That's great.
Roll
Yeah.
sand.
That's cheeky humor there, fella.
Man, this is not
Change your
good.
dice.
I
Put it in
did,
jail.
my dude.
We'll call this one a D3.
I got a bunch of sets of D10s if you need some new ones.
Because, like, now you're talking on the phone that someone told you there was, and I quote, Jeff put it in here, a bug in the phone.
Is that helplessness?
Oh.
Yeah, you know you wanted to say it is. It's,
I kind of want to say it's helplessness because I don't think you realize how bad it is if you tick your last set of helplessness.
no, I'm already adapted. I adapted last and took POW damage.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I'll let you keep it. I'll let this one be helplessness. You still feel really uncomfortable though.
That's just natural.
Squirming.
So what about this
Because
one?
Lucas wanted to break the phone and you guys wouldn't let him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phone's
Lucas
like,
said-
I'll break myself.
I'm pretty sure I said something about trying to find the bug.
Oh my God, I lost it.
When he had the paper that was a Burger King wrapper that... never mind.
Oh, yeah.
So I found something in the moleskin. If you recall, when we were
All hail
on
the
the
moleskin.
stage, there was in Running from the Clown, there was a hallucination that one of us had. My guess is it was me because I wrote it down. But
When we
the
were rolling
Hotel
the bottle back and forth?
Broadalben came to front stage, and there were two people silhouetted. One said, "He's coming for my baby, Tom. Stop him," which is what Thomas Wright told us that his wife said before she
Right.
died.
Yeah.
Oh, sanity loss. Real life sanity loss. Now my dreams are haunted by the skeleton slinking down the stairs.
It's almost as if Detwiller is intelligent.
I'm just going to stop writing things down. Then it can't scare me.
So you're going to sleep then? Is that the plan?
I will go to sleep. I don't know what the others will
What
do.
time is it? Like, it's late, right?
Yeah, I'm
We've
saying
been
it's probably
Yeah.
10
with this wall for a while. We got some decent clues.
Yeah.
We should probably all hit the head.
I am going to... Are there mirrors?
I think we established that there's definitely one inside the closet.
Okay, so we're in the same... I'm going to close the closet door.
Oh, that's no fun.
Yeah, I'm watching you.
Yes, so you can close the thing. The lock's definitely not broken, and it won't swing open at night when you're in the middle of sleep and you wake up and it's facing you again on
so
the
you
cot.
found out that information because you were looking something about the moleskin, and it was on the same page.
Yeah,
as the
I was
notes?
looking for something
Okay.
else in the moleskin, something about the golden bug, and I found that. So
I don't think we got a lot about the golden bug aside from the fact that when I ate it, I believe I was watching a play or I was on stage. I think I was watching a play. I think I was.
I
in the
thought you were in a
seats.
hotel, like in either a hotel or some kind of narrow hallway.
I was in a theater watching something. I don't remember if I could see the play or not, but everyone around me wasn't human. It was like a blood sack or something sitting in a chair. Something to that effect. I don't think I was on stage for it. I think I was watching it. I was in the seats, but everyone around me was not. There wasn't anyone literally sitting next to me. It was like
Okay.
It was like blood
Adrian
sack.
has a seizure. This is what you saw. Hallway and hotel, carpeted, numbers on the doors, 3 individuals arguing by the elevator, woman screams, music playing. That's what I have written down.
Okay, yeah. I do remember that now, yeah.
And
But
agents-
that was during the seizure, not during my trip.
Correct.
The trip was different.
So yes, you did have 2 psychotic breaks, essentially.
Well, I wouldn't say they're psychotic. One was semi-psychotic. The other was acidic.
Going to sleep then, Gideon?
Yeah.
Adrian?
Yes.
Frankie?
Yeah, once I guess we're done looking at the pictures of the wall.
Okay, got it.
We made a lot of rolls on the wall. I think we got pretty much most of what we're going to get in one
Mhm.
night. Give us nightmares, please. Give
I'm
us all the
working on it.
nightmares with the clues.
I did that before. You guys chose to ignore them.
Yeah, we got the clues, didn't we?
Okay.
We adhere to the clues days later. This is our plan. Winston knocks on the door.
Ooh, that would be good. You think Spencer is Winston?
We decided
I
if he
set
was, we were just
fire.
going shoot him.
To everything.
You really think after Winston sent a kill team, he's just going to knock on the door and say, hey, what's up, homies?
If you can't get it done, do it yourself.
And the great way to get a drop on 4 special agents is to knock on the door and let them know you're there?
Yeah.
We
We don't know what he looks like.
D100 rolls from you 4.
4?
Start with my Cthulhu dice.
33. If that's a success, it's critical.
That is a really good roll.
I also got a 44, whether it's a crit, fail, or success.
Excellent.
76.
You broke it.
63.
Nice. Lucas,
Yes,
you wake up.
I do.
It's morning of the 15th. You groggily stumble out of bed. We'll say it's 7:30.
Okay.
You see a bizarre sort of crime investigation set up where the Polaroids are taped on the wall.
Sure.
You see one of you's probably sleeping on the floor, the other one in the other twin bed, and somebody sleeping on a cot, maybe?
One of us was on a cot, yeah.
I was on the cot.
So everything is as you left it when you fell asleep somewhere between 6 and 7 hours ago.
Go take a big piss.
Like you do?
Yep.
Old man pee fart, as Josh would say.
Oh, yeah.
Can I roll to see if the pee fart woke me up?
You rolled 76, so it sounds like you're waking up last. Damn.
He's waking up. He's probably waking up.
Definitely the sound of the fan kicking on as he turns on the bathroom light, because it's that kind of establishment.
Because you don't have a choice. It just kicks on when
Yeah.
you turn the light on. I hate it. Like in the bathroom.
Correct. And
Roll
like
sand.
motel rooms.
It's not roll sand. It's roll anger.
Franky wakes up, probably on the floor. I'm gonna put you on the floor. You were last to arrive.
I don't know. Was Adrian in a bed? I would wait till he fell asleep.
I think Franky's on the floor.
I would have crawled into bed with Adrian because he doesn't wake up to anything.
Head to foot.
Obviously, he didn't notice me there when he got up. So
Fair enough.
Parts can't interlock.
You can sleep.
So
pull the
Franky
pull,
wakes
hold
up.
the hole. Not pull the hole.
I'm worried while we're doing this in order.
That's what you rolled. You woke up when I flushed.
Right, but we don't do this every time we wake up.
You're definitely
Well,
not
it depends on
being
whether or not there's a 5th person in the room now.
That's what I was thinking. Is there's gonna be like someone in the corner or something, just like standing there.
Winston smoking a cigarette,
Yeah,
just pointing a gun at you as you come out of the bathroom.
I walk out.
With a
I
semi.
assume he sits up.
Yeah, no, you both are awake.
I need a bagel.
they got breakfast here.
Yeah, Continental.
Continental.
They better have a damn waffle maker.
I mean, there's dirt.
They do, but it doesn't work.
There's dirt on the
It's
floor.
a Best Western. It's there for show.
It's like a fucking ice cream machine at McDonald's.
high or low that it works.
Oh, no. You guys have like zero money. We already established that. You have very little cash on
I
hand.
thought Troy took some money out.
Yeah, we went to
He
the
did.
ATM a long time ago.
You sugar
Yeah,
daddy.
that money does run out after you
we
use it.
bought like
Lucas.
a hot dog and some sticky putty.
Yes,
Right.
and a hotel room for
In
2
New
days.
York City.
Okay, we're
Right.
$9 hot dog.
I was just saying,
But
it's the downtown tax, just like they talk about in Indianapolis.
Even
if you
so-
can see the towers, it's an extra $5 for everything.
Even so, we're sharing a room. I'm sure Troy's not that broke. I'm sure he would have pulled out enough money to last us a while.
Yep.
Or I guess Reggie, not Troy.
Troy, you're awake as they're discussing continental breakfast.
Hey, fella, how you feeling?
Feel okay, I guess.
You remember what happened last night?
I remember the phone being broken.
Wonderful.
Why'd you guys get a hotel with an anthill in it?
I kicked the bed to wake him up.
Sure, you are all awake. It is 8 o'clock in the morning.
Let's find some food.
Yes. I still don't think I've eaten anything since.
Since you ran out of a Denny's?
Yeah.
We didn't even get Denny's. Like, we didn't get our food.
Oh no,
Food
you
is
ordered the
still on
moons
the
over my
table.
hammy. It didn't show up.
No, I grabbed a handful of hash browns on the way out.
Just
I
put
wait,
it into
wait
the
a second.
oil.
The
old fryer.
I'm pretty sure the food did show up, but we didn't
Is
get to eat it.
Is that before or after someone basically kicked Manuel's teeth in? Because that
He
poor
was
fry
coming
cook.
at us with a pan.
Dude asked for it.
You really did.
Because I'm pretty sure on my way out, I knocked a bunch of off the table.
That
You're
gun was in
awake.
self-defense.
Are you going downstairs to the hotel? Are you keeping this room?
Depends on if
Cash will become an issue eventually.
we can afford it.
Probably sooner rather than later.
One of us is going to have to hit an ATM, which is going to trigger everyone.
They know
knowing
we're
where
here.
at.
We just find a ATM across town,
Yeah.
I suppose it's fair.
pull out cash, and then, yeah.
Unless they've closed our accounts, frozen our
Well, Franky lost his wallet,
Don't
so he
give
doesn't
him
have his
ideas.
bank card. So he doesn't have anything. He lost his phone, his wallet, everything. He got hit by a police car. What do you expect? Like,
Are you a fucking mob in Skyrim get hit and money flies out?
well, my phone broke. And
Can you roll first aid on me?
yes.
It's the next day, so I do get one back, but
Oh, do we just automatically hit one?
you get one back every day.
it's like per
Nope.
I don't know if you do or not.
You do.
It's like per rest without uninterrupted or something. I think it's once every 24 hours though,
Yes,
not
it is.
once
I'll make a
every,
roll someday.
No, well, I don't think it's 24 hours. It's just once. It just specifies next day, I think.
No.
Bam.
We always any other game is 8 hours.
I failed on first aid.
As long as you don't crit fail, I'm
Both
fine.
like
I also have
stuffing
first aid.
things into
You
his
only get
wounds.
Don't
one
touch
roll
me.
on the first aid.
Okay,
Just
whatever.
why? Before you all start
Are you
throwing
still
first
down, or
aids.
did I healed you.
You
and
healed me.
Punched me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I got health from you first, because you're the one who took me down.
Oh God, you only have 7 hit points. That's why you were so.
Yeah.
My hit points are double yours. Okay.
Are you getting crappy
Yes.
continental breakfast?
I am. I don't know about everyone
Yeah,
else.
let's roll down
I'm only down
game
one.
plan.
Yeah.
The pancakes are dry. The eggs are cold. The bacon is, whether you prefer crispy bacon or limp bacon, it's definitely the opposite.
7:30. Continental breakfast should just be starting.
I don't think you can really.
I imagine you chose a low rent hotel to stay off the grid. I don't imagine you're staying at the Hilton, the Gaylord.
I'm not going to complain.
That place in Chicago was pretty good.
No, I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to eat my food, substance.
So, gents, what's the plan for today?
Reggie here still doesn't remember his phone call, which may or may not be a bad thing. I don't know what information he may or may not have gleaned from that conversation, aside from what we could kind of overhear.
Sound like people were angry, yelling, in crisis. Anything? Ring a bell. Names.
No.
Do you remember why you called the number on the Sear phone?
Troy doesn't remember.
I swear to God that phone rang. We didn't call it.
No, I do remember dialing.
Did you?
I remember
Yeah.
picking up.
Yep,
I thought
he
it
did.
rang.
Hotel
Because-
phone rang.
Here's a way how we can play it. Troy, make a sand roll.
I mean, I have notes. I remember. I got that one.
So it's a pass.
Yeah.
Okay. The effects of everything that happened have kind of faded now. So Reggie would remember some of what's going on. So your notes now would be applicable.
Okay. So you recall he's in the other room. I need backup. It's Colwell. Man with the shotgun's trying to get into the bathroom. Bristol is not done. Static team did what they asked, killed everyone. Operation Bristol. Address in White Plains, New York is where they are apparently. And then got Carter and Burbach. It's Virgil. He skinned the others. Yeah. And then I have
that part I remember. I don't remember exactly. I don't remember the sat phone conversation.
You said asked something about or got something about static protocol or activate status protocol,
Static protocol.
and that's really all
I
you
believe
got.
I said something to the effect of static protocol is ish. Something.
Or status protocol has been activated, something along those lines. I think.
One of those two. I also wrote down her gray song. What the was that?
I wrote that down too, but I know context.
I have no idea. But
It would have been something that would have been on the phone call.
Sear phone or
Other phone.
her gray song? Might have been something that he yelled, or I don't know.
Reggie was basically telling the guy to off. He was just sitting here worried about this hobo with a shotgun getting him.
D100 rolls from all the agents.
I don't wanna.
I fucking
9.
hate
It's another
that.
33.
99.
Oh
Stop rolling.
yeah, that happened to me one session.
You're
I got
so this session.
I got like a 98 and then a
dude.
99 right after that.
Jesus.
So I know the
All right,
feeling.
I need to do the
Flynn's getting a little antsy. Her gray song would have definitely come, Troy, from something in the phone conversation. That was something that individual said.
All right, go over that conversation again.
I don't remember a context.
Yeah,
Just-
go over
Correct.
go over the conversation again.
Something about her gray song. You didn't get any context, just something to do
right,
with,
but if we go over the conversation again that you had with that guy on the phone, we might.
you mean the conversation I improv and you guys should have wrote down if you wanted to remember it?
Didn't
That
Flynn
bit?
write it down? Then he just talked
Wrote
about
some
that.
of it.
You wrote the key points. The basic idea is someone was being stalked, it sounded like, was very scared and was asking for backup. That's pretty much the gist.
We kind of made some connections that static protocol is probably just the elimination of any threat or maybe anything that's been exposed to.
He did tell the
this
guy
thing?
to contain it.
Yeah.
So
Which is basically probably what happened to our previous characters.
probably.
And so
Phone
this
didn't blow up
guy
then.
in the bathroom was probably a part of a kill team and didn't get them all. And this guy took care of the rest of the team and is now trying to finish the job. Maybe.
Seems accurate.
What do you know?
I mean, if you tell me, if I feel like I'm being watched, I'm going to start scanning the room
Sure.
as nonchalantly as possible.
I mean, it is a hotel in the city. So I mean, it's whatever this breakfast place is. This is not Best Western at damn Plainfield or something. You know what I mean? Like, you're seeing a series of individuals. There's probably I imagine it may be, I've never actually been to New York City, not since I was a child, but I imagine that it's not like just the hotel goers are there, probably people coming in off the street, maybe almost as like a restaurant style. So there's probably like, I don't want to quite say a bar, but there's probably an area where there's an open kitchen. There's probably some continental breakfast being served. There's probably like a dividing wall where some people have come in off the street and some people haven't. So there are a fair number of individuals in this area. I don't know, a dozen, 30, you know what I mean? Like a decent number, but you just get that uncomfortable training of I'm being watched. May have something to do with the fact that you ordered moons over my hammy and you didn't get it the last time. But I mean, you know.
I was in New York in high school for an academic decathlon trip.
Did you win?
Put that notch.
Not if it was math.
My nerd belt. The only thing I recall from our hotel was some guy passed out in our hallway. So
Nice.
I just get the sense that like it's probably a busy enough place that they probably do serve folks coming in right off the street. You know what I mean? Like if they're going to serve breakfast, they might as well also serve breakfast to passerby. You know, you're not staying at the Ritz-Carlton where it's like, you know, coat and tails kind of a thing. You're definitely kind of slumming it.
we almost got ran down by some neo-Nazis and the subway who were chasing someone that jumped on the trolley just before it took off. And like they got down there right after it left. And they were like, "Where'd he go? Where'd he go?" And like one of them had like a big dick like written on his face. Like I assume like another gang must have held this guy down and drawn a dick on his face and took off. And the neo-Nazis were after him.
It sounds like you took part of like college hazing rituals and the
No.
Dark Knight and just mashed them
This is
together.
legit. This is legit. Like one of the first things I see in New York.
All right. Well, that's the way that I'm playing this New York place. Like, legitimately, this may even be a diner connected to the hotel. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
you show them that your room key and you get a voucher for the continental
Like a
breakfast that is bullshit. You know what I mean?
Truck stop, diner, motel combo.
Yeah. Having no experience with what actual hotels look like in downtown New York City, this is what I'm going with. So there are 20 to 30 patrons. You can't identify why you feel that way, but you feel that way. You all notice the little laser through the window seems to be honing in on the middle of Lucas's fort. No.
I hold him still.
Yeah.
Roll your sniper roll. Crack.
Adrian, don't move.
What? Is there something on my face? Blam.
I get it.
That would be funny. I get it. Crack. It's
Did I
like
get
in
it?
Band of Brothers where that guy gets shot by the sniper.
Through the eye.
Not through the eye. He gets shot in the head where he's wearing a helmet and he just drops and you go,
Oh,
oh my
you're talking
God.
about
And
the
then he
very
stands
beginning.
back up.
I think I still have your DVD set of Band of Brothers.
You have a lot of my DVDs, actually, I think.
I think I just have that and then Wrath of the Dragon God.
I was thinking of Saving Private Ryan, where Barry Pepper is the sniper.
Honestly, I think I let you borrow a softcore porn at one time that you've never returned.
Nah, that was Fadre.
No wonder you didn't get back.
I remember I had a copy of Lord of the G-String. I don't know why
Fadre
I remember I have that. It wasn't even good
almost
porn
90% sure.
I
think I found
Just
that
like-
talisman in his house.
Talisman. Just like Backdoor Sluts 9. Anybody want to do anything useful to this conversation?
No.
You're having breakfast.
Well, you see, I mean, again, do we survey around? Do we see anybody?
Nobody that you notice. Some folks reading the paper, some folks having some coffee.
Franky doesn't even want to be here no more, but he's got no way to get back home. So it's like,
Would you like to off and get your fourth character?
Frankie's probably the one of us who could actually off and be okay. Like,
I don't know about that. Yeah, I had to have a connection of my brother sending me to a strange ass garage that apparently had robotic people in it.
Would you like to research her Gray song?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
on the Google machine?
I was gonna Google that and maybe even try to Google like White Plains, any sort of police reports from last night.
White Plains doesn't come up with any information. You probably through work, some of you could access like VICAP or something useful to see police reports, but there's no like news stories. Her Gray Song comes up as the thing that comes up actually is a Broadway play, an off-Broadway play, I guess I should say, from 1955. It apparently opened August 30th, 1955, and then closed the same night under semi-mysterious circumstances.
So in New York?
Yeah, it was a New York City off-Broadway style play.
Gotcha.
I wonder if it was some kind of rip-off of King in Yellow.
Sure, definitely is somewhat connected.
Like someone just translated it poorly or something.
How much information is out about it? Like, is it just like?
It's just kind of an oddity. Like everything you come up with it's like there are certain like websites that go, oh, this show was open for 1,752 nights, or you know what I mean, and it's just kind of an oddity. It's like, did you know Her Gray Song came out in debuted August 30th, 1955 off Broadway and was never seen again. Blah blah blah. It sucked.
Do we know what theater?
Yeah.
Suppose.
It gives you a theater name. But a quick search, you realize that that theater was gone 25, 30 years ago.
I want to see if I can't find some kind of
That doesn't matter. I want a name.
Address? Lou's Pizza?
It was off 55th Street.
Does that road sound familiar to me?
Hold on, I'm looking at something.
Off Broadway, off Broadway, like how off Broadway are we talking?
Pretty like multiple offs. It was at the Théâtre Chateau.
Can I guess spelling?
CHA circumflex TEAU. Théâtre has some accents in it as well, if you'd like.
Do I recognize that street name at all? 55th? You said 55th?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do I recognize it?
Do I
recall?
It's off Broadway.
Do I recall seeing that sign on my way to? Well, you guys weren't close to Broadway, were you?
No.
Okay. I want to Google to see if there's any kind of it's not the right word, manuscript of the play, like somewhere, like someone has like the. I don't know what it's called for plays. The
Script,
yes, the script.
for what?
For Her Gray Song.
Okay, fair enough.
Does a Google search not give you like who the original author was or anything?
Nothing really comes up. I mean, like as someone who has legitimately done professional theater, I'm sure a couple other guys here could back me up since they've done stuff or have been connected. Like goes up, and if it doesn't play, it goes right back down. Like there are thousands of plays that show up that are just damn garbage and never show up. Yep. So like trying to find a play or trying to find a copy, all of that could be oh, that's funny.
I'll search the dark web if I have to.
Dark web. You want to go search the dark web? You should really.
I feel Franky's probably dabbled in it a few times. Said he's not.
To watch more later. Can I ask the question?
No.
I
don't like that show. So,
do you have computer science, Daniel?
Probably not. Computer science, I do not have any.
Okay. No, you don't find any other references to Her Gray Song.
I have computer science.
I don't.
If you have computer science, you can roll computer science. Just kind of like, are you better at Googling than others? In addition to other things. You can find some random online auctions for a copy of Her Gray Song it is listed as by a B. Padgett, Padgett. The auctions are fairly nondescript. They're all old. They're all on bizarre. This is not like on eBay and there are like 85 copies available. Like you find auction listings that are 10 years old, 20 years old.
Old offsite local stuff, probably.
Right. Like clearly people are interested in this particular manuscript and are trading it, but you're not like seeing copies that are available for you to find.
It's like that website you can go and buy stuff from dead people's furniture and stuff.
Correct.
What?
So there
Never
are
seen those
no
before?
auctions
No.
currently
Yeah.
where we could place a bid in New York.
I need
Correct.
furniture.
Yeah. No.
Do it.
You're
You can get it
finding
super
like
cheap.
Show me this website. I need furniture.
weird, eclectic, and it's only because of his computer science role.
Yeah.
Like you're finding weird, eclectic things.
Any pictures of the script or pages?
Most of them seem to be descriptions, call to place a bid. Like
Okay.
some of them are extremely old.
Any names of bidders or biddies?
No,
Ooh, biddies.
good call.
Little bitties.
There's a phone number on that site.
80 biddies.
Itty bitties.
Get a phone number. We can call them up, see if they still got the item,
Whatever biddies you got, you rock them.
see if it's been auctioned off.
I like
Yeah,
all
no,
bitties.
but all these things are old. Like
Right, but I'm sure there's a phone number to some person who,
sure.
will refresh the page. Is there current stuff on there? Like
No, like I said, it's all old, weird, outdated.
any address, any phone numbers?
Negative. This isn't dark web, but it's enough obscure that you realize it's not like you're going to be able to track this easily. You realize that there are probably copies out there, but not one you could find immediately or
Right,
easily.
but I don't need to know where it is now. If I can find where it was then, that's a starting point.
Exactly.
It was offered up by user 7860 on oddauctions.org.
Get their IP address.
So by this point, that's a fairly significant computer search. So you've been sitting there for an hour, 90 minutes. The woman coming around who reeks of menthol cigarettes has asked you if you want a refill on your coffee a nauseatingly number of times. You want a refill on your
Is it
coffee?
bottomless coffee?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I can't say no if it's bottomless.
She's also bottomless.
Oh,
It's a very weird
God.
kind of establishment.
Can I Google B Paget?
Library use is not in this game. Is there a library style
No.
role?
Search is probably the closest
Yeah.
thing you have to
Search and computer science are really it.
it. Search, computer science.
It's not going to be SIGINT or HUMINT.
You get the sense from a Google search you're not finding anything. You're good enough in computer science that whatever answer is out there, that writer's from 1955, nobody bothered to document it on the internet.
Anthropology, maybe. If you,
Like, you get some sense that, like, if you could access JSTOR, maybe. If you could access older, if you search microfiche, maybe you'll find something,
Might
but
need to
nothing,
go back to the library.
nothing digital is going to be a huge answer.
Okay.
So just go through the archives at the library, the old.
Yeah.
sure.
I'd like to look into White Plains a little bit more.
We do
Old
that.
newspaper clippings and stuff. So
Bedtime.
Are you f***ers doing anything useful to this
Yes,
game?
we are going to go back to the library. Well,
To the
New York Public
library?
Library.
it's my first time going. So.
Ever?
Ever.
I'm gonna give him a tour.
He's like pulling out a library card that some poor 7-year-old who had hope at one point wrote his name on in pencil, like it was
Flanky.
laminated.
They
What exactly is a library? Wait.
Library?
Library? I always heard it was library.
library,
Library.
liberty.
Liberary.
You have a car.
Is this a
as I
statue?
recall.
we do have a car. I don't know.
I'll drive.
Again, probably Flynn.
My drive's 40. What's yours?
I don't
50.
care. I'm just curious
You're
who's driving.
oh, my drive's 50.
Oh, you guys
aren't going to trust me to drive anyways. You don't trust
No.
me for anything else.
Who's driving?
You can navigate.
Flynn.
I'm driving.
Okay. Flynn's driving.
Have
Who's
10%
shotgun?
navigate.
I'll shotgun.
Okay. Fair
Wait.
enough. Don't care.
I want a shotgun.
No, you don't.
Frankie's
get a
in the
shotgun.
trunk with the box of goodies.
I heard someone call shotgun. I just wanted one.
You have connections. We've
Flynn,
gone
make
over
me a
this.
D100.
I got no phone.
You know how this has gone.
I know.
There's,
You would ask
believe it or
this of
not,
me?
there's probably still payphones.
That's a
in New York.
98.
Oh my
This is a combination of two new dice.
Every one of your dice, throw them away.
I'm
You
about
want
to
to borrow
put
some
'em-
dice?
Absolutely. Yes.
Statistically
We
speaking,
have dice.
It's wild. It's wild. I don't understand.
Close the box.
That's why I have so many
It's
sets of.
another 90.
So this is like
Download an app right now.
like
Stop. Hey, don't roll in the tray. Try rolling on the table.
Okay,
See if that
that's
makes a
fair.
difference.
Okay, we're good. We're good. Here's the tray, everyone.
it was the
There's
tray.
a curse somewhere.
It was a tray all
Flynn
along.
runs upstairs and burns his $40 dice tray.
It's never steered me wrong.
Expensive ass dice.
So I was going to check your statistics to see, but I don't think I need to bother on a
Nope.
98. So you guys drive to the New York Public Library.
really slowly. He's grandma driving this.
These New York streets are so narrow.
He's like, no, you go first.
Go ahead.
Who has the right of way?
He's letting everybody go in front of us.
No,
This is why
no.
everyone walks
No,
everywhere.
you're on my right. I think you have the right of way.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's fine. It's green, but you walk. You walk.
Yeah, see, next time let me drive.
You arrive at the New York Public Library.
Yay!
Good luck finding parking.
You probably find parking. It's problematic, but
1 hour
you find
parking outside.
It took half of our.
So yeah, I mean,
cash.
it's what a Tuesday.
I don't know. Look at the calendar.
I don't know what's
September
November
15th,
or September
2015.
Alexa,
That's what I was getting ready to do.
what day was September 15th, 2015?
I can beat Alexa. Hold on.
September 15th.
No,
Tuesday.
damn it.
I was right.
know that.
Because I listened to your guys' playthrough and it was a Sunday, and I know it's been 2 days.
Damn.
See,
Maybe if you weren't so efficient.
learn his math.
Sunday plus 2 equals Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah, what kind of math is that? That's not even a thing. I know that.
It worked. It made sense to me.
What are you
Try and get you
folks
training kind of
doing?
math.
You're in the library. What do you want to do?
I'm
Use
going to go
standard
to like old newspaper files, look up White Plains, New York, like shootouts in hotels. Yeah, well, let me think.
You're looking for older occurrences?
I mean, I'll probably start last 10 years and then maybe work back.
Okay.
Like, I don't know how big White Plains is.
It's about on a map.
I mean, you'd have to Google White Plains, New York. I don't actually know. It looks like it's a suburb of New York City, from what I can tell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck, I couldn't tell you. I mean, I could have told you like 5 years ago when I worked with those people.
Yeah.
And you guys,
Wasn't that long ago, was it?
you guys looked up what the 5-year-old girl that they found in the architects.
We got some information, I believe.
Yeah, you looked up what the connection was, right? Like what the family had connected to him, or
He was.
Yeah.
He was the architect.
he was the architect. But they in the building that caught on fire, they found the body of that 5-year-old girl.
Yeah, we got a little bit of information.
Asa Darabani.
on her,
Yeah, Asa. Yeah, I couldn't
Wait,
remember
what
his
was
name.
it?
family.
What was it? His building that caught fire? Now you're confusing me.
His office.
His office.
His office
yes.
caught fire. Not one of the buildings he
No,
Yeah,
it was
okay.
it was the building that he
worked out of. Yeah.
did stuff in.
White Plains is about a population of 56,000.
So smaller.
That's fairly small for New York.
It's in Westchester County,
Now, it said that
11th
there-
largest city in the state. It is an inner suburb of New York City. So if you look at like shootouts in White Plains, you're going to find a lot of
I have here address in White Plains, New York. Was that that the person said it's in White Plains, or did we get an address?
You probably got an address.
Okay. So I'm going to search that address. What is that location? And then shoot out at that location.
Residential. Google
Okay.
searches find you nothing with that address.
Doesn't exist.
No. It exists, but you don't find
Oh,
anything
nothing.
connected.
Okay.
But that takes you a little bit of time. Everybody else, while he's looking that up.
I'm going to presume that at some point through all of our talking and whatever, you guys probably told me what you found during your last library, whatever.
Nope.
Well, Franky's leaving. He's got no point to be here. He doesn't know what he's looking for.
I mean, we would mention for sure.
He wants to go look. He wants to go looking through these old articles of. Well, maybe he probably wouldn't get him here because a lot of his crimes.
We had access to a lot of microfiche, if that's what you're thinking.
I'm just wanting to like try to connect these cases if I can, of like, because didn't he got assumed that he was a part of these other drownings with these other children, right? In Chicago and
No, they were predominantly in New York.
But yeah, about 21 total.
yeah,
20
so-
some kids.
Yes, so
But was he connected to all 20, or they just assumed?
Just assumed.
yeah,
Yeah.
I want to look more detail into that. See if there's anything that connects them together.
Okay, you can look into that.
Okay, try to use my criminology here. So
so you're creating a string web. Is what you're doing.
Lucas, what are you doing? Huh?
I don't even know why we're at the library in the first. The initial point of coming to the library wasn't to look up the play that we just found out about, her Gray song.
Yeah.
So I will check out the Dewey Decimal System. Whatever I can find for that one. Because
Make me a library user roll.
Wait, that's not a thing in this game, is it?
Daniel, make me a
It's a search roll.
I will let you do a search roll.
There is no library.
Daniel, make me an int by 5 roll.
Success.
You don't find anything with White Plains or with Her Gray Song. There's nothing really to find.
That's an 4.
4 is pretty solid. You remember, Franky, that they talked about a box that said evidence FBI White Plains on it.
If I can't find Her Gray Song, not that I'm going to read it, but just curious if they happen to have a copy of the King in Yellow here.
Ooh, that was a not 4, which is not an impale in this game. I would like to point out you have not 1 but 2 copies of the King in Yellow.
I'm just curious if for some odd reason the library happens to have it. Just curious. Thinking of one play brings me to another.
And if so, I'm burning the library to the ground.
Lucas, roll me bureaucracy.
Ooh, do I have I do. I have 60 in bureaucracy. That is a success.
You apparently know enough about libraries to realize that sometimes they have things kind of sort of restricted access off the register. You would have to know how to access that. Something like that may be considered something
restricted section is what you're talking about.
Correct.
So I would need to speak to someone.
Or an invisibility cloak.
With a 60 in bureaucracy, would that get me there?
The 60 in bureaucracy roll got you the idea that you would need to speak to someone.
Well, 60 is my max. I rolled a 53.
No, your 53 roll lets you know you would need to talk to somebody to get access to that.
Do that.
Okay, you're working on that. Troy.
I also, I guess, would be trying to research Gray Song, the theater, the author.
Also, if you need to bring him, let's just do it. I feel bad. He's just like,
I know how you guys are. Roll.
He drove all the
empathetic.
I feel bad.
I mean, roll roll search. We've been rolling search.
Ooh, just got it.
You're not finding anything with any of those things. You're searching competently, but you realize a lot of those things are not viable things.
Not even the theater?
I mean, you find out that there was a theater that was called that during a period in the 1950s. By 1960 something, it had been demolished and renamed something else, kind of just like New York does. You know what I mean? It tears
I
down
get
and
that,
starts
but
again.
like, there's no names connected.
No.
An owner.
Nothing that really seems to spark interest in you.
Can I get more information about this evidence box?
You've seen it. You've seen an evidence box that says White Plains on the outside.
Pretty sure we have it.
Physically?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, it's probably in the room or now in our car.
I thought we just had the big old box of files. I didn't know we had a separate box. Unless it was all the same box.
Maybe one of the boxes that it's in, or
Was it a big box of a bunch of mini boxes? I mean,
I don't know.
I don't remember it being that.
We also felt we saw Abigail write like information on that case. Like
So
an
the
empty
box of Polaroids, I don't think that was from.
We got that from
White
her.
Plains.
No.
We got that. Yeah, we got that from her father, anyways.
Right, but I don't think it said White Plains on the side.
Oh, I don't think so either. I'm gonna go.
I remember hearing a story about an FBI box that said White Plains on it. Whether or not you still have possession of it is a little semantic.
I'm going to talk to Gideon about it. He's probably got the car keys.
Okay. You all have kind of split off a little bit. You're not like way far away from each other, but looking in various places. I would think, Gideon would have the car keys. So yeah, you can go talk to him.
Like, hey, do you remember evidence box White Plains?
Do I?
The box of that you have is in a box that says FBI White Plains, Right A, 1995.
Is that the same one that we found in the back of Barbas's?
Correct.
Okay, so that box said White Plains on it.
Correct.
Gotcha.
It's kind of been where all your has been stored this entire time.
Yeah, it's the box with our Wait, what?
Yeah.
And conspicuously, it seems
Zoinks.
like then there was a similar box that Thomas Wright gave you full of Polaroids that might have been incredibly similar.
Wait,
Detwiller connected things? What?
the box we found at Barbas's?
Yeah, back of his car. That had A. Wright. I don't remember White Plains, but I think at that point, A. Wright was much more
Yeah.
obviously connected.
But not the box that we got all of our initial stuff in.
So there's bits that I've kind of made up a little bit. Shocker that I've had to connect some things when you guys have kind of, meandered. I like to imagine that this whole time, all the you've been collecting is in this same damn box that says right, A, period, 1995.
That makes sense.
Because it makes thematic sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, all the you've been carrying, the phone, the clues, the thing with La Scriba, the damn red book. It's all in a box that says FBI White Plains, right, comma A, period, 95.
Oh, I was asking because that finding the stuff in Barbus's came after, right?
No, that was before.
that was original
Before.
characters.
Oh, before.
Yeah.
That was like right
So they
before
just
we got
okay.
domed. Like, yeah.
Let's go check it out.
I mean, we know what it looks like. It just says White Plains.
Right, but maybe there's something in there we missed. Obviously, we didn't notice this before for some reason, or didn't connect it.
I mean, I agree, but I feel like right now there are some things we probably need to take care of here, and then when we get back to the car, we can
Okay,
look at that.
I got nothing else to do. Let me go read it.
I'm not giving you the keys to the car.
Go unlock the door for me. Go unlock the trunk for me.
I am researching.
I will sit outside.
Microfiche.
I will sit outside by the tire and read the in here. I got nothing else to do.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna give you some reading to do. I want you to look up for me.
You have an assignment from teacher.
Yeah. Deal with unmotivated kids all day. Let's see.
Are you talking about Daniel or Franky?
Yes.
What?
Or your actual kids that you actually teach.
Yes.
Also, yes. You don't realize he has a whole syllabus for you at home. How to play DG.
Gave it to me a little late there.
Don't be a face by Flynn.
Or how to be a face.
I want you to look up New York hotels of what would have been the year that Darabandi moved to New York and would have renovated that Art Deco.
I want to say the 30s.
Okay. Hotel. I need you to find information on this hotel in
I have
Madison
21.
Square Park.
Yeah, I'll look, but I want to say it's 20s to 30s. I don't know.
Construction permit 1921. Oh, not the Art Deco place. No.
What are you looking at?
That was the McAllister.
Yeah,
Right. So
yeah.
he's probably he's in New York starting probably 1920, 1921.
Okay.
So sorry, not 30s, 20s and forward.
So I want history information on that building before and after he came and renovated it, circa 1920s.
Franky is going to go read all of last week's comics in New York Times.
So do you tell him that you're doing that, or do you say uh-huh? Okay.
Yeah, I just say, okay.
Okay.
All right. So thinking that Franky's going to do anything to help the party, I'm going to go.
I just why you think that at this point?
I just did.
He went and found the annotated version, book set of Calvin and Hobbes. Like, this is what he's doing.
No, I like to imagine he's doing Hooked on Phonics.
It's a really expensive set, by the way.
Click on the long E sound. That was what the fucking elephant said in that commercial, right? Use a little buzzer. Did nobody else have Hooked on Phonics? I had Hooked on Phonics.
No, I was pretty phonically fine.
I don't believe that.
Phonics is
You
not
all
math.
did Gray Lady research?
Yes. 2 people came up bupkiss.
Nothing. Okay. I'm gonna do more research on the Biblio guy, BR Robert.
BR Robert. Where would you like to look?
I'm gonna go newspaper articles first, just to see if there's any. Because I mean, you have what we can imagine an African immigrant in New York City opening a bookstore.
Sure.
Historically, that could be worthy of a page.
Newspaper or
Yeah,
microfiche?
we'll start newspaper. Well, I mean that's probably old. So I'm going to start like 1920s.
Okay. So you start on microfiche. You're
Yep.
me.
I'm going to try to find a copy of World Without Doors.
Ooh, okay. You can look at that for sure.
Also, I don't know if someone told you, but Jeff did put a record track in your guys' session at the library when you guys were talking about microfiche.
Oh, yeah?
I think Lucas is like, oh, makes a noise, but there's like a noise it makes when you pull it up or whatever.
It's like
And
Yeah.
and then Lucas makes something about how there hasn't been like a record stop,
a record scratch.
a record
With
scratch
an interruption. Yeah.
And then, so Jeff does it, and he says that it was a micro, or was it micro video? He said something along the lines like, "I'm probably the only one that's old enough to know this, but it only made the sound when he opened up micro video, not microfiche or something."
That's good.
something along those lines. But
I know, like,
because I was anticipating it too. Like right when Lucas said that, I was like, oh, Jeff's gonna do it, and then a little time goes by, it's like, oh no, he's not. And then right when I didn't think he was gonna do it, he pops in and does it. So
I get a lot of comments on our Discord about how Jeff does great editing, and I catch everything every once in a while. Like, there's a great bit he did where the rotary phone starts ringing for you that was just
the ambience,
Jeff's getting really good.
The ambience noise he does, and just in general, is nice. Like when we're in the Denny's, there's like people chattering in the background, and it's
I really do try to give noise without making onomatopoeia to give Jeff that moment. So
He's
Jeff,
spoiling the listeners because there will probably never be another game we play with this stuff behind it.
it's just we started with it. Ian gave me a great soundtrack, and we made a great intro. And I'm trying to do whatever we can because like it's a great game. Our title track and additional musical arrangements were provided by friend of the podcast, Ian Shannon. Find more of his work at sleepfortheweary.com. Like what you heard? Check out more episodes online at rancorsbrothel.com or the Rancors Brothel on Facebook. You can also interact with other listeners at the Fans of the Rancors Brothel Facebook page. Want to contact us? Reach out to @Rancors_Brothel on Twitter or via email at therancorsbrothel@gmail.com. Most of all, keep circulating the tapes. Much love, everyone.